Those shoes, in that specific style and color, were exactly what I needed. In comparison, these poverty-stricken children of Cambodia didn't even care if their shoes were old, mismatched flip-flops that they found on the side of the road. I needed those shoes to fit in at a school, and so did they, but in a profoundly different way.
Mom, I need those Birkenstocks. You don't understand. Everyone at SAS wears them. I need the white ones with the single band and the silver buckle.
Paige, you don't need those shoes. If they're that necessary, your birthday's coming up and you can ask for them then.
I dejectedly trudge to the couch, collapse down, and mindlessly stare out the wall of windows to the pristine tennis courts, the more than Olympic-sized pool, and the security gates at the front of the complex. I cannot believe my parents made us move here, halfway around the world to this place where we know no one and where everything is different, including fashion. I have been at Singapore American School for a week now, and I still feel that I don't really belong or know anyone at all. All I want is to fit in this unfamiliar territory, and although I've never been the overindulged kid to ask for everything, I'm finding myself needing a lot more. I need Birkenstocks, even though they enlarge the appearance of my feet and are outrageously uncomfortable, but everybody wears them. I need the wavy uniform skirts because only the outcasts wear the straight ones. I need the new iPhone 4S, even though my dad's old BlackBerry is working just fine. I need all of them, just like I need food, water, and air. The Cambodian heat elicits droplets of sweat on my forehead, while I watch the tiny weathered woman slowly swirl the contents of a boiling cauldron of chicken bones and rice. It is my Thanksgiving break from school, and my family has taken a trip to this somewhat nearby country to explore a new area and help those less fortunate. We are visiting a Cambodian school sponsored partially by my school in Singapore. The old woman ladles a serving into a well-worn bowl and extends it to me as part of the breakfast assembly line. I turn around to a sea of young, hungry children sitting politely at tables, excited to get a meal, possibly the only sustenance they will have for the day. Oh my gosh, I think to myself. I would never eat this unidentifiable concoction for breakfast, yet these kids can't get enough of it. I hand the mixed mush to a wide-eyed young girl in a white shirt and navy blue skirt, just like all the others, and she responds, "Akun, thank you." She quickly devours her breakfast, then immediately asks for permission to leave her seat to get a second helping. I smile at the large number of very young children that come early to school in order to get a breakfast that their family cannot provide. Looking at the entrance of the school kitchen, I see a little boy looking at the shoes lined up outside the door, and at all of the uniformed children eating breakfast. But he never steps inside. I could not figure out why I would not come in to eat because he looks so hungry and malnourished, and then I realized the difference. The little boy is not wearing the white shirt and the blue bottoms, nor does he have a pair of shoes on his feet. Here in Cambodia, he can only go to school if he wears the uniform and has shoes, otherwise no school and no breakfast. The realization hits me, and I notice the shoes again, still lined up outside the door. The shoes are not trendy tennis shoes or fashionable strappy sandals, but just brightly colored flip-flops. These children actually need shoes, any kind of shoes, just so they're allowed to be here. All I want to do is to give the little boy a pair of shoes and a uniform so he can walk through the kitchen door, eat breakfast with the others, and go to school. The needs of these children are small, but enormous at the same time. In my mind, shoes are such everyday objects, but to them, they are the difference between learning or not, eating or not, and really succeeding or not. "Hey Paige, nice shoes!" a girl shouts down the SAS hall. In the pit of my stomach, I feel a pang of guilt and embarrassment as the confusion between wants and needs becomes crystal clear. I think back to the year I spent in Asia and consider how it changed me from looking inward to looking outward. I will never see such needs in America as I have seen overseas, of people yearning for the things we see so basic in life. I and so many of my friends sit in this utopia of living, wanting, needing so many things, but the truth is, we have no idea what a real need is. Now I am thankful every day for my time on the other side of the world and how it altered my interpretation. I know now that shoes never really mattered until the circumstances changed and their deficiency affected the ability to get an education. I have learned to value and appreciate what I have because somebody, somewhere else, does not have it and truly needs it more.